feel to be back out?
Yeah, great. Put things in the past, and fortunate to get a result on the road. I thought the guys battled hard. Maybe if we eliminate one or two mistakes, we might come out of here with 3 points. But happy with the boys with a 1-1 or 2-2 times.
Sounded like Ziggy was willing to respect your sort of feelings on whether to play or not. What were your feelings on whether to come back out quickly or not?
Yeah, well, I think initially your feelings are, all right, put this in the past, and I want to run around and for 90 minutes and get after it. Maybe sometimes that's not the smartest thing, so took the smart approach, and I told them I felt good. I was mentally ready to go. I was into the game. I was, I felt good out there. It's almost as if I just went away for conditioning camp for a week and then came back and I feel strong, I feel healthy, I feel fit. Overall, we spoke about it last night, then this morning, and there was never a worry about it.
Basically, has the Jurgens' decision settled with you now, and a couple of days later?
Yeah, I had a long delay in the airport on my way back to Seattle, and a long time to think, and I got a lot of support from people, high up and my peers around me. So for me, it was. Obviously, it's a tough decision to swallow. I put a lot of effort into that team. I bled for that team, and that's what I do for any team that I'm on. So it's a hard pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, it's a decision that can't be revoked, and it's now it's time to move to Sounders. And with the support that I've gotten from the fans, with my team, right now there's no other team I want to be with.
Did Jurgen talk to you about the decision and have anything to say about?
Nope. He just said, got to make a roster decision today, and you're not going to be part of it. So that's where we left it, and I, got up and said goodbye to the players, and that was it.
So the team is as big of a surprise to you, presumably, as the rest of us? The timing of it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. Obviously, those training sessions are split in two. A couple guys from the first group got let go earlier, so, we're walking in the locker room, pull aside, and that's it. Chop, chop, you're out of there.
Ziggy said that you had been training a little bit at center back with the Nats. Is that?
Yeah, I trained center back the whole time in camp. The entire camp. So maybe I saw the writing on the wall initially when I got in. Omar was injured, so my versatility maybe that enabled me obviously to play that position, but maybe that bit me in the butt in the end. I only played 30 minutes at right back in one of the games. The rest of the time I was at center back. So
When did the Ronaldo tweet kind of occur to you, and what kind of reception did you get on that?
I mean, it was all in good fun. I sitting in the airport, like I said, a long delay, and for whatever reason, it just popped into my head. And instead of it's not a sob story. Nobody passed away. Nobody, it's part of the game. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's my career's not over. I'm not leaving the game. I've signed a new 3-year contract. I've got nothing else but to be proud of what I accomplished and what we continue to do here in Seattle.
That training helped today that you were able to go into center back. I guess it was fitting that you were needed there.
Yeah, it was fun. Got a good, I don't know what it was, 15 minutes maybe back there. And obviously playing, a week pretty much consistently the whole time there. Maybe that helped out today, but. I don't know.
You said some people had been wanting to put you on the plane before the final decision. It seemed like you were always not willing to kind of do that until, in terms of people talking about you being in that place for the World Cup. I mean, do you think that kind of attitude has kind of helped you, at this point?
Yeah, I mean, if I was. I was a consistent starter. Whenever I was called in, I was starting with that team. So, maybe that hurts a little bit. But like I said before, nothing's done until it's done. And that's the attitude that I took. And maybe that helped me out now in being able to move forward and hold my head high and look back over the past year. And it was everything that happened was kind of last minute with it. So it was a fun ride. And it's over now. But now, like I said, you continue on with the Sounders. We're 26 points and we're sitting all right. And we got a lot of work to do, but my focus now is Sounders. But like you said, I wasn't going to be comfortable until it was there. And then once I was on the plane, I wasn't going to be comfortable until I was on the starting 11. And then I wasn't going to be comfortable until I started the next game. Do you know what I mean? So it's the way that Ziggy's always said it is you're remembered by your last performance, and that's kind of the approach that I took. And if that, it is what it is.
Would you prefer to have stuck around for some of the games, or do you think it was better to kind of have the Band-Aid just kind of pulled off and be out early?
Yeah, no, I think I would have liked to prove myself in that position and prove that, continuously that I could still play that position for whatever reason. wasn't looked at in that position and thought that I couldn't perform there. So, maybe now, obviously looking back, get it over with, or maybe not even call me into camp at all. Is probably would have been the better decision. I'll just stay with the team and get some games here. So, not to say it wasn't a great time with the boys, and it's cool to be around that environment, but it was only 8 days. It wasn't like I was gone for a month. So, I guess pull the Band-Aid off quickly. The storm that was Landon Donovan, it's easier to get it over with now and not deal with that, leading up to the World Cup and maybe when you're there on June 2nd or whenever that roster decision has to be made. So, I'm at peace with the decision. I'm not going to dwell on it at all.
Did you ever get the sense that Jurgen had a pretty clear idea of the 23 before camp started?
I don't know. I don't know. Part of me says yes, part of me says no. I don't know. It's something I haven't even thought about. And when I start to think about that, then it's going to drive you nuts. So I don't even worry about it.
For those that wonder if things might get awkward with DeAndre getting the spot,
no. I'm 29 years old. I'm not going to get upset because my teammate is in that position who's filling in. I've got nothing but hopes for him to get in the game if he does, and I know that if he does get in the game, he's going to perform well. And I'm happy for everybody that's there. It's a great group of guys. Number one, if I was upset, I'd be upset. But reality is, I'm not. It's just I'm happy for those guys, and the team's got a bright future.
Were you able to kind of tell DeAndre any kind of parting words?
No, I had no idea. The last time I saw him, he was driving on his way to weights, so I didn't know what the deal was. I didn't know anybody else that was being cut or anything. So, just see you later.
Do you think the injury this season played into it at all?
No, I don't think so. No. When I start thinking about it, it's just going to make me upset. So, no, I don't think so at all. If I was fit, I played 3 games in a row leading up to that. They know what I can do. It's a decision they made, and that's it.
You guys got a point out of this. What does that do for this team?
Yeah, obviously we got a great road record, and that's something that we can build on. So, the guys put in a good shift tonight, and like Ziggy said at the end, we work so hard every game, and little tiny mistakes that we can negate or get rid of, we're always going to find ourselves on the right side of results. So we keep pushing hard, we keep working, we eliminate a couple mistakes here and there, and we probably get 3 points. But something to be said again, coming back, getting a result, get a little bit lucky on the PK call maybe, but again, we hit the post, so. Things tend to even themselves out a little bit, and we'll take a point. Obviously, we're happy on the ride home.
Was there a thought to take that penalty?
Yeah, I was going up to take it, and then Gonzo took it. So I didn't see who was written on the board and first and second who was going to take it, but he was confident, stepped up, and great PK.
Stephon had a kind of a roller coaster game. What is that? I'm sure you would rather not see those goals, but he also came up with a couple big saves.
Yeah, a couple big saves, and when he was called upon to make those saves, he did make the saves. It was just, he was eager to keep the ball in bounds so that we could push and keep pushing in the game. But, away from home, maybe a little bit safer than sorry. But also myself and Zach have to recognize, maybe, we think that he's going to kick it out of bounds, and he doesn't. We need to drop back, as soon as he pushes out of the goal. And that was just a rookie mistake on our part and not dropping back in, because that's an easy clearance off the line, just chest trap and you play out. So, little things like that, and we'll get that right. Next time, he'll never do it again. Do you know what I mean? CenturyLink, it's going to be in the Puget Sound from there. So, we learn from our mistakes and we move forward.